Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and in today's video we're going to be doing another Lady Chaos theory video. Why? Because I once again have been thinking too much, but also due to this slightly offhand comment I made the other week. Well, maybe offhand is the wrong word. Random comment, let's say. So previously, my last Lady Chaos video was wondering if Lady Chaos could be Marinette, and after what happened in Revelator, I discussed what events could take us to get a Marinette akumatization in Lady Chaos, and honestly, I do think most people in the fandom do think Lady Chaos will be Marinette. However, under that video, I pinned this comment, so someone else said, imagine if Lady Chaos is just another anti-bug, which sounds like a corrupt version of Ladybug, but it isn't actually her, which I think is a great possible idea. However, for today, I want to discuss my reply to this comment, which was, it's Lady Wi-Fi, but Alya just wants to know Marinette's secret. And since then, I've been like, oh my god, what if it is actually Alya? So let me go through the evidence pointing to this being a possibility, of which there are two pieces of evidence to me. So the first one is, of course, the name of the episode. Lady Chaos, in my opinion, is a bit too obvious of a hint at Marinette. Like, I would hope if Marinette gets akumatized, and I do hope she does one day, which kind of sounds mean, but I also really want to see that, is that they perhaps give her an Akuma name, and therefore the episode name, that doesn't signal to us immediately that it's her, and it's just not so blatantly obvious. Like 80% of the time in the show where Marinette uses like a power-up or like a new Miraculous or something, she is often Lady something. Now don't get me wrong, she's not always, for example Bug Noir and Cosmo Bug, but there's Lady Noir, there's Lady Fly, she is often Lady something. However, if we look through all the episode titles so far in the entire show, the word Lady only appears 3 times. Season 3, Ladybug, Season 1, Origins, Ladybug and Cat Noir, and of course, Season 1, Lady Wi-Fi. Like I said, I think it could be too obvious to give Marinette's Akuma a lady name, and if they are going to akumatize her after this long, I would kind of hope, if this was my show, I would want to keep it a bit under wraps. If they release the episode list and everyone was like, well, that's obviously Marinette's akumatization after this long, I'd be like, no, let's not make it so obvious. I would make it a bit more hidden. I wouldn't want people to be able to guess it just from the episode title alone. Alya is the only other character apart from Marinette who's used the name Lady, I'm pretty sure, for Lady Wi-Fi, so I don't think it's too big of a leap for her to be Lady Chaos. And the second piece of evidence for Alya being Lady Chaos is the episode 21 and 23 titles. So Lady Chaos is episode 22, and before it is the Chained Titans, and after it is Sad Nancy. I think we've all worked out by now that Sad Nancy will be Anansi or Nora, who is Alya's older sister, but what if the Chained Titans are Ella and Etta? Of course, all we know about this episode right now is just the title, that's it, the Chained Titans. While plural, could definitely be more than just 2 people. It could be 4, it could be 6, could be 7. I don't know how many it is, and these certainly don't have to be related, so while I'm not certain 100% that it has to be Ella and Etta, I don't think it's something you could rule out altogether. I do think it's definitely possible. So we have the twins akumatized in episode 21, which leads to Alya's akumatization in 22, and then Nora's in 23. The Césaire sisters are all super close and care about each other a lot, as we saw in episodes like Anansi and the Sapatis and Senti Bubbler, and if like a lot of the Akumas so far this season, Ella and Etta's is caused accidentally by Marinette's actions, it could lead to their older sisters getting akumatized too. So that's the solid evidence we have to support Alya being Lady Chaos, so now let's theorise how Alya could get there. So while Ella and Etta being akumatized because of Marinette could affect Alya, I do think it would take a lot more to tip Alya over the edge to get akumatized herself, as she knows that would be super dangerous. Alya knows Marinette isn't a malicious person, like even on the rooftop scene in Revelator, while Alya does fundamentally disagree with Marinette's decision to keep this a secret from Adrien. Personally, in that scene, I really didn't think Alya thought Marinette was a horrible person or she's malicious for doing that. I just think that Alya thinks that Marinette is trying to protect Adrien, but Alya knows it will hurt him more in the long run. Alya, of course, no longer knows this, but she ends the episode being determined to find out what Marinette is hiding from her, which, while I think is very sweet of her, don't get me wrong, she wants to be there for Marinette, I totally get it, and honestly I do think Alya will react better if Marinette willingly tells her. Marinette won't want to do that. She knows Alya doesn't like keeping secrets, she knows how Alya has reacted now, and if Marinette does indeed tell Alya, Marinette will likely ask for Alya to keep it a secret from Adrien, which Alya still probably won't want to do. As a result, because Alya is Marinette's closest friend, and the only person Marinette truly has to confide in about everything, Marinette will start to distance herself from Alya, which could have a knock-on effect with her relationship with Alya, and then also with Adrien, and then just everyone else in general. While I think think the other kids will try to help Marinette, including Luca. I think Marinette could do like a season 4 Gang of Secrets style, isolating herself, which could have an effect on how confident she is as Ladybug, like we see at the end of Strike Back. And by the time we get to the Chain Titans, assuming they are Alya's sisters and Marinette does indeed accidentally contribute to their Akumas, but her loss of confidence as Ladybug impedes rescuing Alya's sisters, it will accumulate in Alya being akumatized into Lady Chaos in the following episode, and then Nora in the episode after that. Of course, Alya, if she is truly Lady Chaos and she gets akumatized, will be in danger since she knows exactly who Ladybug is. But you know, the same could be said if Marinette was akumatized into Lady Chaos instead. It'd be dangerous either way if it's either girl. And if it's not either of them, then I don't know who it is. Anyway, besties, I'd love to know what you think of this. Do you think Marinette? Do you think Alya? Or a secret third option? Who do you think it's going to be? I'd love to know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.